All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the pretty dramatic relationship between two of the world's most powerful and loudest men, Donald Trump and Elon Musk. It is a story of a very fast friendship, an insane amount of power, and yeah, a truly spectacular public collapse. So let's start right in the middle of the action. Picture this. It's June 5th, 2025. What had been, a really defining alliance for the new administration is just imploding live for the entire world to see. I mean, a friendship built on power and politics coming to this crazy, spectacular, very public end. And get this, for a full hour, these two guys just traded blows on their own social media platforms, X and Truth Social. Musk is out there accusing Trump of basically sneaking a bill through Congress, and then he signs off with this super sarcastic, "Have a good day, DJT." I mean, come on. Just like that, the alliance was over. And it happened in the most public way you can possibly imagine. I mean, the speed of this meltdown was just shocking, right? Less than a year before this, their whole alliance seemed completely unshakable. So the big question is, how did we get here? To really get what happened, we have to rewind and go back to how this whole thing even started. Right, so before all the drama and the public feud, their partnership was actually a cornerstone of Trump's second term. We're talking about an alliance built on, well, a ton of financial support and the shared desire to completely shake up Washington. And that vision, it would eventually put Elon Musk himself right inside the halls of power. So where did it all begin? You got to look at the 2024 election cycle. Musk jumps in as this key financial backer for Trump. Fast forward to November, and he's even calling himself the president's first buddy. And then, by January of 2025, that friendship becomes something official, something totally unprecedented. He's leading a brand new department inside the administration. And listen, when we say support, we're not talking about a few bucks here and there. We're talking about serious money. Just during that 2024 election cycle, Musk poured over $250 million into pro-Trump groups. So yeah, this wasn't just, a thumbs-up endorsement. It was a massive financial bet on the administration's success. So Musk's role gets locked in with the creation of DOGE. Yep, the Department of Government Efficiency. And this new department, it gave him this incredible, unprecedented power to reshape the government from the inside. He had a direct mandate from the president himself to just slash regulations and bring that kind of tech CEO mindset to DC. Okay, but as you can probably guess, this super powerful partnership was about to hit a major snag, a real fault line. And ironically, the very thing DOGE was created to do, cut government spending, that's what would end up triggering the whole conflict. And it all centered on one single piece of legislation. The whole thing ignited over one specific piece of legislation, this big, sweeping spending bill being pushed by the Trump administration. Now, it was designed to make these huge cuts all across the federal budget, but there was one particular cut in there that Musk was just not willing to accept. And this is where it gets really interesting, because the entire feud, really, it boils down to one number, $7,500. See, the bill proposed getting rid of the federal tax credit for electric vehicles. For Trump, it was just another spending cut, right? But for Musk, oh no. That was a direct hit to Tesla's bottom line. All of a sudden, his business interests were on a collision course with the president's agenda. So after that very public fight, the consequences for Musk were, well, they were swift and they were severe. The message from the White House couldn't have been clearer, and it was delivered for everyone to see. Elon was out. Check this out. On September 4th, Trump hosts his dinner for his so-called high IQ group of tech leaders. I mean, we're talking a real who's who of Silicon Valley. Musk was actually invited, but he declined, and he did it publicly, on X, of course. The signal was just unmistakable. He was on the outside now. And this really just puts the cost of the feud in stark relief, doesn't it? You've got CEOs like Sam Altman in there, praising the administration, pledging these massive U.S. investments, and meanwhile, Musk is on the outside looking in. That door he had spent literally hundreds of millions of dollars to open, it was now firmly shut. The fallout didn't just stop there. It absolutely hammered his personal reputation. A Gallup poll from August 2025 showed his unfavorable rating had just surged to 61%. I mean, think about that. All this very public political drama had turned a guy once seen as a popular innovator into one of the most disliked public figures in the entire country. And it wasn't just about his reputation. The financial hit was immediate and, frankly, staggering. Tesla's stock plunged 15% on the day of the feud. An estimated $34 billion gone, wiped from Musk's personal wealth. This was a fight with a very, very real and very high price tag. But this whole feud is about so much more than just a clash of two massive egos. What it really does is it pulls back the curtain on a fundamental and kind of troubling shift in the relationship between technology, wealth, and political power here in the 21st century. This whole story is really a textbook example of something some analysts are calling platform imperialism. What's that? It's this phenomenon where the billionaire owners of platforms like X and Truth Social can just turn a serious political debate into their own personal spectacle, completely bypassing traditional media and speaking directly to millions and millions of people. And what's the result of all that? Well, serious political discourse, it gets transformed into entertainment. It's like we're not just citizens in a democracy anymore, we're the audience for a reality show. And in this new world, legitimacy isn't just about policy outcomes. It's measured in follower counts and how viral you can go. And really, that is the huge question this whole episode leaves us with, isn't it? In an era where you've got billionaire puppet masters and politics as a reality show, where does the real power actually lie? When tech titans and presidents can wage war on social media, moving markets and swaying public opinion in an instant, who is really in charge? And figuring that out, that might be one of the biggest challenges of our time.